Namaskar. Welcome to another episode of Editorial. Two people died in Ranchi as protest erupts across the nation. Some places they are peaceful, some places they are not. Let's talk about that. That's my topic number one. My topic number two is celebrities now are going to be held liable for misleading ads. Let's talk about this concept called brand endorsements. Let's get right into the show. Two people died in Ranchi as the protest now erupts across the country. Places like Ranchi, places like Prayagraj in Uttar Pradesh, places like Howrah in West Bengal, the protests are getting violent. Delhi, parts of Madhya Pradesh, Telangana, Gujarat, Bihar, Maharashtra, they are not violent. Protests are there, but they are not violent. This is the status. Now, I don't want to talk about how futile this protest is and how futile is this thing about getting violent and burning down public property and all that. I don't want to get in because my viewers are not the one that would go out and protest, and I don't need to tell my viewers the futility of this entire exercise. There are two aspects of this protest that I want to get to your notice. My point number one. Possibly this is the first time that a member of the ruling party, a responsible member of the ruling party, member or members of the ruling party is causing communal disharmony and causing protests like this in the country. Normally, if you see Indian history, normally it is the opposition that causes all these kind of problems. So it is the opposition party that makes statements that creates a communal issue or social issue or issues between two classes and all of that. This is normally done by the opposition party. Government mein baith ke, normally people in the government don't do this. This is the first time it is happening. And are these right-wing radicals in their urge to get their 2 minutes of glory or the urge to get their fame, are they even kind of listening to the government, to their own leaders? Are they listening to them? Or now, is it that it's free for all? Koi bhi kuch bhi jaake kidhar bhi bolta hai. You see, one thing Bharatiya Janata Party was, and one thing that one should admire Bharatiya Janata Party, at least till recently, was their discipline. Their people, their workers, their office bearers were very disciplined people. That is something that one needs to appreciate about Bharatiya Janata Party. But what is this? You are causing trouble to your own government? So that's my question number one. Very interesting tweet by Subramaniam Swamy. Rest of India today is looking like Kashmir. We had instead wanted Kashmir to look like rest of India. Has Amit Shah, as Home Minister, any clue about the solution? If the solution does not come under control, in the next 48 hours, should Shah remain as HM? Modi's call. This is what he wrote. My question number two is also stemming from the same tweet. Does the Home Minister, Prime Minister know what is happening in terms of administration? You see, you are imposing one policy after another policy in Kashmir, but somewhere down the line, other than Kashmir being like rest of India is being like Kashmir now. Which means that somewhere down the line, this venom, like even Mr. Nasruddin Shah said, this venom of communalism is spreading. And there are no strong, stringent steps taken to ensure that this is curbed. So I ask the government, are you aware what is happening, and do you even know what is going to happen in the future if this continues, both internally for India and externally for India's image and trade and economy? Do you even know what is going to happen? So these are the two aspects of this protest and this kind of violence that I am seeing across the country. These are the two aspects that I wanted to talk to you. A film star, a celebrity, is also a brand. Is a brand. Amitabh Bachchan is a brand. Because like a life boy, like a surf or like a any other product that you would like a Mercedes Benz, you can have a brand character. A celebrity too can have a brand architect. A celebrity too can have a brand value. Because at the end of the day, Amitabh Bachchan's value is one and Akshay Kumar's value is something else, isn't it? So, every brand has their own value. Every brand has their own character. Every brand has their own, as their own positioning in the market. So, like a brand, like a product, even a celebrity is a brand. Let me first establish that. My second point then I want to tell you is according to the Central Consumer Protection Authority CCPA, if your brand claims something which is not true, for instance, if I am going to launch a coffee brand or a tea brand, rather a tea brand, you can't have lime with coffee. So you have a tea brand where you say, my tea has got lime in it, and you go buy this tea, taste it, there's no lime in the tea, you can go to court. You can pull to court, and there, according to the CCPA, the brand can be fined up to 10 lakh rupees or the brand owners can be put behind bars for 2 years. This is the fine, this is the imprisonment, this is the punishment that brand can go through if they claim something which doesn't exist in the brand. ठीक है ना? Okay. So like I said, point 1, we proved that a celebrity is equal to a brand. And point 2, we are also saying that if a brand says something, claims something which is not true, you can be put behind bars. ठीक है. Now let me ask you something else. There are huge celebrities who we believe, there is tremendous amount of faith in that particular person, in that particular celebrity, in that particular personality. So the brand has your faith, commands your faith. That brand come and tell you, ये तेल लगाओ रोज रात को, tension नहीं होगा. That brand comes and tells you. People go to the market to buy because to a certain extent, it is endorsed by a brand, a personality who you have a lot of faith in. Correct? Till here? Now you take that tail, you put it whole night in your head and sleep, nothing. Tension remains the place where it is. Tension doesn't go anywhere. Who is responsible? Who is responsible for this? Does that celebrity has any responsibility towards, putting that, about telling you that put that oil and there will be no tension? There are celebrities who has endorsed brands, who has endorsed cars. And possibly after endorsing, saying that possibly the best car, I don't want to put the actual names and all that, let's forget that, but saying that best car in India, one of the finest car, iske siva car hi nahi and all that, that celebrity, let me tell you, must have not even sat in that car more than once. And poor people go out there, spend lakhs and lakhs of rupees, maybe 10 lakh, 12 lakh of rupees to buy that car because a celebrity ne pula hai. Celebrity, right? He builds the image of the car. I'm not saying that people just go and buy a car because the celebrity said so, but it does make a difference. Let me tell you that. It does make a difference. It does make a difference. A cricketer had endorsed a car and that car did fabulously well because of that. And research proved because of that cricketer, the car did well. Health drink, which says, this particular drink is my Shakti. There are endorsements. Kids, they actually believe the fact that, their hero gets Shakti from that particular drink. Do you think that hero actually drinks that, uses that? So, normally, celebrities take money and say anything which is written and given to them by the advertising agency and uses the faith that they command from the marketplace, from their consumers, from their fans, and sell the product without even knowing what they say is correct or not correct. Now, the fact is, the moment, for instance, a celebrity says that this particular health drink is the secret of my strength, and there is no documentary evidence that because of that health drink the celebrity or the cricketer or the sports person became what they became and their energy comes from that particular drink. He is lying to his consumer, isn't he? He is lying to his consumer. So why doesn't he come under this CCPA? Why doesn't CCPA ask him to say that prove karo yaar, ye tumhara energy usme hi aata hai kya? I know of creative directors who have become creative directors and then maybe big film directors by purely ensuring that every brand they pull a celebrity and make them endorse it. Why? Because then they build relationships and then maybe future they make movies. So that too also happened. But ultimately, all this, who is paying for all this? The consumer is paying for all this. Everything the consumer is paying. The worst is, this is at one level, it is wrong. It is at one level, it's wrong. But the worst thing is, when you have surrogate advertising, when you sell products like gutka, with the original name, of that product is gutka, it's called surrogate advertising, but they put some supari or some scented supari or something else in the product and they sell LIC or whatever and they sell it. And this celebrity actually endorses the brand. He actually endorses the brand. What he is technically endorsing is the gutka, not the LIC inside this brand. He gets money and he's okay with it. How fair is this? And how much should India tolerate? Now, the reason I'm bringing this topic up is celebrities are going to be liable for misleading ads now. That's the new rule that's been passed this Friday by, again, like I said, the Consumer Protection Act, the Consumer Protection Authority. They have passed this new act. They have passed this new law. So I hope this law is enacted. Normally it is not. A lot of such law has come and gone. Nothing has happened. This has to be, to a certain extent, put into force, because if it is put into force, then a lot of brands, a lot of celebrities are, let me tell you, in my experience, a lot of advertising agencies act responsibly. A lot of celebrities also act responsibly. But in my experience, I have also seen that a lot of celebrities act absolutely irresponsible for money, and a lot of advertising agencies do it purely for their billing or for that person who is making the ad, the creative director, whose personal benefits. So such things also do happen. So this is the point I was trying to make with this particular editorial. That's it. Till I see you next time. Please keep subscribing to our channel. Please get into our website www.hwnews.in. Please subscribe to our channel. Your money is important for us to run our show. So please do that. Till I see you next time. Namaskar.